My next guest is a co-sponsor of this resolution. He sits on that committee. Republican Congressman Mike Turner of Ohio joins me now. Congressman, thank you for standing by for the breaking news. Sure. I just want to, in Mike Emanuel's report, if you have to go back and listen to it, I was fascinated by what Gerald Nadler said. He was saying, you can't keep track of everybody in your campaign, saying that, if this Christine Fong was in the Swalwell campaign. He's saying it's absurd to say that. I'm wondering if there was a Russian spy in the Trump campaign, if Mr. Nadler would have the same take. Your thoughts?
That clearly shows the dual standard that the Democrats apply when it comes to classified information, and certainly making allegations against elected officials. In this instant, though, we happen to know that Swalwell's relationship was an intimate relationship. And allegedly, she raised money for him. She placed interns into his office. They had a relationship beyond just some volunteer who happened to be on his campaign. That's not the allegations. The allegations are that, of course, it went to a high enough level that there was an FBI investigation, and Kevin McCarthy himself received the briefing, and after receiving that briefing concluded that there's no way he should be on the committee, that Swalwell himself is compromised. But what I think is also important is what Kevin McCarthy said on the House floor that you played, and that is, Swalwell will be sitting across from people in the intelligence community who are being held to a different standard as to what their background is, what their exposure to others have been, than Swalwell is. They are handing to him some of our most precious secrets. And they're held to a different standard. They should, obviously, he should not be on the committee.
Yeah, and lastly, I've got about 30 seconds, Congressman. You have Eric Swalwell coming out tweeting that this is the new McCarthyism, clearly talking about the House Minority Leader. Your final thoughts on where Eric Swalwell and why this investigation, you see it there, meet the new McCarthyism, multiple sentences, fails to include multiple FBI statements of no wrongdoing, right, did nothing but cooperate. Well, all of this to deflect from the leader's support for QAnon. He is one of the big pushers of the Russian collusion thing. What are your final thoughts on this?
Swalwell is a total partisan. He's used the Intelligence Committee as a partisan bomb to throw at people, to throw at Trump and the Trump administration. But the basic reality is this isn't allegations that we made him. These are basic, true facts. Kevin McCarthy received the presentation from the FBI. No one's making allegations. They're actually looking at what has occurred, what his actions were, and his actions disqualify him from being on the committee.
Congressman, apologies for the abridged interview. We had some breaking news. Thank you for rolling with us. We appreciate you coming on.
Thanks. Take care.